let's go ahead and walk to the corn, like the child of the corn I am. This 6-shank ripper is all this big old 340 can handle. Well guys, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all. Welcome to Hartung Family Farms, and today, Ron's here, getting the truck ready to roll. I gotta take this load to ADM. This is the load I left on the truck last night, carded that video right here. So I'm checking coolant levels right now. Oil's good, and then I'm gonna start it up and let it warm up for 10 minutes. Oh, and you guys have seen this before, but it's always good for a good cold start. Here's a cold one. I spotted a tire that looks a little low, and I just checked at the gauge in my hand that you guys can't see. It's at 40 psi, so I'm gonna go ahead and air that up because I want it to be closer to 80. She's a little smoky. That's the tire that I need to air it up and kind of see just visually. That one's squatting much more than this one, and I kind of beat it. It feels a little loose, so I'm gonna go ahead and air that up. Air and tires. Listen to that cat engine. Let's get going. We're moving. Let's go ahead and cue time lapse. Here are the neighbors, the Cruise boys. I got a Massey combine and a 12-row gear folding Geringhoff. It's actually kind of a nice unit. Just rolling into Clinton. Untarping right now. We'll see how long the line is. I don't think it'll be too bad. And service says it is not too bad at all. Last name was Hartung. Getting probed right now, then we're gonna go down and dump our load. So if you guys remember before COVID, I used to go out and grab a little piece of paper that they shot through a vacuum down to me. But now because of COVID, they don't want people interacting with common surfaces, and they want truckers to stay in their trucks as much as possible. They basically tell you, you tell your information to them, they tell you your ticket number back, and then you listen. And then you listen for them to say where you're gonna dump. Ticket 219 right now. The guy who's behind me has just got 220. Makes sense. So we'll go ahead and go down this long, 2-mile long rough gravel lane and we're done. There must be a lot of trucks in front of me ready to dump because they just lamed off 6 numbers and they're still 3 away from mine. So I'm guessing as soon as I get under this bridge, get up close to the plant, I'm gonna see a nice line of trucks. That's probably why this truck in front of me is going pretty slow. Not as bad as I thought there'd be. There's like 3 trucks behind the scales. Because again, how this works is you get tested back there. You scale in, you get your gross weight, dump your load, then you scale out your tare weight, and then you get your overall grain that you left. So yeah, it looks like there's 3 trucks waiting behind the inbound scale, plus us 2. Good lineup of trucks right now. 5 behind me, that count. I hear a train horn in the background. Oh, that's why. There's a train going through right there. Well, there's not that much of a pile up in front like I thought there'd be. So just got my weight. So now we got 2 truck side dumps and then 1 rail dump to the right because it's right on the railroad tracks. So we'll pull behind the truck dump. One to the left here and get ready to dump. All done, let's get out of here. Truck is tarped, let's move. Man, do I hate stoplights in Clinton. Traffic jam of trucks here at the intersection east of Goose Lake. Jeez, there are 4 of us here. There's the neighbor running his good old Ford New Holland full drive. Thing's a beast. Here comes someone like a John Deere 7810. Oh, that's our other neighbor. All more. Curtis eventually should be, oh, he's ripping right now. Kind of see there's the Magnum right there. Doing some inline ripping. Sweet. We just started, that's his first round. Alright, I just got back. Look like Cletus is back. That's a full load. Probably got to go to ADM in the morning. But Pat's actually going to start running up at Cahill's. It's a hilly farm that we got kind of up near town, so he needs the iPad, and we're going to go find a pickup and bring him the iPad. Alrighty, let's head up to the Cahill farm. Got my radio, got the iPad. Let's go. Pat's probably up there just starting. This field, we cannot use semis. It's too tough to get into for turning and whatnot, so that's why we have a gravity wagon. That's another reason why we keep 1 or 2 gravity wagons with us. So I'll probably have to use the quad more than likely, or the gravity wagon, or both. We'll see. Could have swore he said Cahill's, but I don't see any dust flying. Oh, here we go. There's some corn that's picked down here. Yeah, he's down here. So we got this little 9-acre triangle piece and then a bigger 15-acre hilly piece. There's Uncle Bun, and there's the combine. I don't see any dust flying or moving. That's no good. All right, I'm gonna walk out to him, bring him the iPad, probably talk to him for a little bit. Probably have to go get the quad here shortly. So we'll see. Let's go ahead and walk to the corn, like the child of the corn I am. You guys ever seen the movie Children of the Corn? Kind of creepy. So there's definitely some down, tangled up and lodged corn in here. Look at all this water hemp. This is exactly why we spray our fields. Look, it's like a lawn. But the good thing is, they're small enough that the corn was so tall that it actually choked out this. I hear a siren. You never hear a siren in Preston, Iowa. Strange. Yeah, this is why we spray, because there's water hemp seeds that we will never get rid of. We just got to kill them and they keep coming back, but we just got to kill them twice until the corn's tall enough. Corn will take all the sunlight and these things won't do anything. You kind of see there's patches of down corn in here. Hey, that's no fun. There they are. I've walked a little ways, but I'm already almost there. Pat's just breaking a headland right now so we can pull over and dump. There he's swinging out of this auger, so I'll wait till my Uncle Bun drives by, which I hear him right there. And I'll go ride with Pat for a little bit. That looks like he didn't even break the land. Alright, so Pat's gonna go off to practice. He's got the iPad. Curtis is gonna Curtis is gonna go ahead and knock out this small field. I'm gonna go ahead and go start the cat. We're basically just gonna knock out this small field. So I'm actually gonna go start the cat, make sure that thing runs. And if it doesn't, gotta get a battery charger on it. Then I'm gonna go ahead and bring the other grain cart up here, swap places with Bun, bring the other grain cart back, and go ahead and dump that. Well, I could probably tell you right now, it's probably not gonna start because the battery is not disconnected. But we'll go up and see if it will, or at least see what voltage we're at on the battery. Oh, it will start, I'll be damned. All right, I didn't think she'd start. We'll just go ahead and leave this thing run for about 5-10 minutes just to let the battery charge up and everything. Let the alternator charge the battery, I should say. I didn't have to start if there was a battery voltage indicator on here, but it's probably in here somewhere. Oh well, we'll go ahead and leave this thing idle for a little bit, like 5-10 minutes. I'm gonna start this unit up, check the oil first. Bun's gonna be happy. He really likes this tractor compared to that 400. This one's just, it's much easier to drive. I'll give that to him. It's much smoother and a better ride, but yeah. So he's gonna be happy when I switch him out for this thing. Let this thing warm up for a tick. Hydraulics are definitely cold. All right, let's go put the truck away. All right, let's go ahead and take the T8050, take that over next door, shut the cat off. I'm gonna go check the chisel, make sure the tires are good on that, because hopefully we'll get that small chisel out today as well. We can go through it, because in an ideal world, someone finishes the ripping tomorrow, and then we're done with the ripping. We can stick one tractor on the chisel and then get the cat on the chisel as well. Potentially have 2 tractors on the chisel. Clutch in, forward gear, idle up a tick, and let's get moving. I haven't driven grain cart hardly at all this year. I just kind of missed it. Pat put a new yard light in right there. Man, is that sucker bright. And this truck still can't start, so that's fun. And let's take a look at these tires. So this is our old chisel. That one's a brand new tire, it looks like. And that one also looks like a brand new tire. Tires look good. I think this thing would be just ready to pull right out. Yeah, this thing would probably just pull right out. Awesome. All right, let's go ahead and go shut that cat off. Just shut the cat MT865B off. So now I'm gonna go ahead and take this grain cart and tractor up to the field. I'm gonna fill it up. There's Curtis. See how full my Uncle Bun is. I might switch with him after this round. We'll see. This is his first time driving the 7088. I think he's liking it. We'll see how full my Uncle Bun is. Alright, this one will fill him up. Oh yeah, this one will definitely fill them up. Alright, let's go ahead and go. Oh, Bun, you left the door open. There they go. I'm probably actually going to go ahead and have to pull the gravity wagon up here and set that here. So I'll actually go ahead and take this back and then pull that gravity wagon. That's always a tight driveway to get through. There's a little guy watching us. Just wave. So we'll take this thing through town. I've got a decent load on me, so I'm going to take my time. I had some kids that were walking back from school, and they made like the honking gesture, and I did, and they were like, they got all excited. Oh, that made me smile. Amber's just getting back from school. Hi, Amber. Shut the shit down. I gotta go bring that gravity wagon up to the field. Thanks, Amber and Rhonda, for the help in watching the calves while I got this wagon out. So I'm gonna pull this wagon up to the field, set it there in case Curtis needs it, then go back and start ripping. Wagon's in the field, big pin's in there. All right, this thing's ready to go. We're just gonna let it sit. Bun's gonna fill it up as needed. Then I'm gonna go back and, like I said, I'm gonna start ripping. Guess which idiot left the GoPro time lapse on the semi for the last couple hours? This guy, nice and dead. Hopefully it was at least a nice long time lapse. Look at all these things. So let's go ahead. The ripper's just sitting out here in the field. We're ripping this bean stubble in the flat where we've had a lot of compaction and hauling manure and whatnot over the last couple of years. So, actually I can't remember the last time this was deep ripped. So I'll do a quick walk around and then I'll kind of explain why and what we're doing. So we're going to be using our Case IH 340 Magnum. Oh, hi Max. Hi Amber.
Hi.
This is our underfoot zone builder. It's basically like, as I said before, 30 inches spacing, 6 shanks, and it just goes down in a straight line pretty much. You can kind of see, you can see the wear marks in the paint. Goes to the center of these hubs almost. And the shanks go anywhere from 12 to 18 inches deep. And all it does is it goes down there and these little flaps kind of lift up the ground and break up compaction. So you'll see it in action, but we're gonna get moving. Hey Max. Hey Max. I don't think he likes you guys.
He hates you.
No, he just doesn't like me. He doesn't like me at all. Alright, let's head over. We'll get set up. It's a little wet and squishy down here, but we're down the bottom right now. It's honestly kind of where it needs the most because that's where a lot of compaction is. So how this works, it's on our 3-point, and basically we just control it by raising and lowering that. And that's going to be up on my multi-function handle. So we'll go ahead and get lined up. I haven't done this in a couple years, so I'm not going to mount any GoPros or do too much filming on this first round, just so I can get used to it again, really. So I'm waiting for my GPS to kind of get booted up, basically. So while I'm doing that, I'll walk out and kind of show you guys what we're doing. Yeah, I'll put it. So all we're doing, you can kind of see not hardly any material, any soil disturbance up top. I wish we had kind of rolling baskets to kind of smooth this out and close this rut in, but all it does is go way down and lifts up and breaks up that compaction layer. And you'll see, like I said, once we get the GoPro and stuff mounted, you'll see how it kind of goes in there and the ground just lifts up behind it. Hopefully I get the drone up in the air too. All right, let's go ahead and get her moving. So again, I'm not going to film right away just because it's been a little bit, but all I'm going to do is line up, push this button which will lower it down, throttle up, hit the engage, and get moving. So here we go, we're ripping, ladies and gentlemen. So it's a pretty narrow implement, but it takes a lot of horsepower per shank. So it takes anywhere from, usually 30 to 50 horsepower a shank, and we have a 340 horsepower tractor, so it takes a little bit. Man, those clouds right there are gonna ruin my golden hour. Those butts. Oh well. But hey, this is going pretty good. I think I've done, for me, I've done probably 8 passes so far. So doing pretty decent. Starting to get to some dips in the field, so we're going to start raising up on the dips so we leave a path for water to flow. Alright, you guys can't tell, but it's getting pretty dark out. Hope you guys did enjoy that drone footage and this time lapse that's still going, but let's go ahead and crank on the lights. This thing's got a bad, you know what, lighting package. This thing really lugs this down in places. This 6-shank ripper is all this big old 340 can handle. Tell you what, guys, this is a nice tractor. This is a 2019 Magnum 340. We do not own this thing, we leased it. It is a nice tractor, 340 horsepower. It's got almost 500 hours on it so far. I believe we almost have either 300 or 400 hour lease on a year on this thing. It's a 3-year lease. So yeah, we leased it because it was a heck of a deal through our seed dealership, our seed company. Yeah, we are really enjoying it. I really am. It's my first time really running it. And it's got cab suspension, it's got front axle suspension, it's got almost all the bells and whistles. It's got Bluetooth. First tractor on our farm that's got Bluetooth. First anything on our farm that's got Bluetooth. And I love it. Just doing a quick walk around of the tillage implement. I've done about 12 acres or so. This thing you really only do 11 acres an hour if you're really pushing it. But everything's looking good. The tips, the wings, or whatever you want to call them, they're starting to get wore. Like this one's really wearing. But for the most part, looks like it's doing a good job. Yeah, this unpreferred zone builder is doing a really good job. We like it. Last year, we think it gave us a 25 bushel yield bump for where we did this and where we didn't do it. This tractor is really a perfect match for it. In normal running flat, we're pulling like 70, 75 engine load right now. Like I said, we're like 13 inches deep. But when we get into like tough compacted spots or going uphill or a little uneven, that's when it really lugs down. Sometimes I got to gear down to 7th gear, full throttle. It gets 100% engine power or more. But yeah, right now this like I said, this 340 horsepower, this is a good match for this 6-shank, 30-inch spacing zone builder. So this stuff is so compacted. We're at 109% engine load. It's so compacted, it's never been ripped. So I just have to put it in 8th gear, full throttle, and it's even downhill, it's struggling. Come on, Bessie. Look at it trying to dig down there and rip that ground open, break that hard pan. That's exactly what we want, just trying to break open the hard pan, let water filtrate down farther, let the roots go down farther. This is a good thing to do. On my last big long pass, then that's gonna be it for tonight. As far as ripping, then this field is done, so then all we got are really 20 more acres up in Bellevue, and then this ripper is done for the year, I believe. Go ahead and get her done. This hill is just bringing this tractor to its knees. Boom. That was one compacted hillside there. A lot of manure's been hauling this ground over the years. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. This field is done. All ripped and taken care of. Let's go ahead and put this thing away, and I think we're gonna start combining again. Knock out Cahill's tonight, and then get a big amount done tomorrow. I think Pat wants to run 2 combines tomorrow. Alrighty, I am shutting down for the night. There we go, calling it quits. This field is done. Ripping is almost done for the year. We've done about 120 acres or so that we've ripped. That's pretty good for only being 20 feet, no, 15 feet wide. Yeah, 15 feet wide, not bad. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and fill this truck up. We're gonna take one more load down to ADM to fill our 5-load contract that we had for this week. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and pull this thing up, dump the big grain cart onto it, and then dump the small one and see where we're at. You guys wanna know something else funny? You know that time lapse that I set up on that Magnum? Yeah, it's still running. So that's 2 time lapses on that camera that are just gonna run until they run out of battery. Gosh darn it, Ron. Let's go ahead and start up this grain cart tractor. I gotta back this thing out of the way. I'll go start this one up. In the 8050, lights on. go ahead and back up. Is there even anything in this thing? A little bit, but I don't think there's much. Actually, let me just go ahead and dump whatever's into this into a truck. Well, that was very anticlimactic. Made it. No issues really at all. Gonna go ahead, and there was no grain in that grain cart at all, so let's go ahead and fill the truck with the other grain cart. Dumping into a truck. All right, guess what favorite job I get to do right now? Clean out the quad. Again, let's go ahead and scoop it out, at least on the right side. There's only just this side. That side's pretty clean. Because we're gonna use the quad. We basically got 15 acres on the Cahill Hill. That's interesting, Cahill Hill. So we're gonna do those tonight before I'm gonna head home a little early because I'm gonna get up here right away in the morning. Hopefully leave the house at 5:30. Get up here at 6:30, get up to Bellevue and start ripping everything. But in order to get that far, I gotta clean out the quad and take the quad up. Hey, we got our def. That's good because our Magnum is almost out of def. Now I'm gonna go ahead and shut this gate, but before I do that, I gotta move the tarp out of the way. Yeah. In typical me fashion, fueling up. I make jokes about this a lot, but I mean, I am driving a truck a lot this time of year. When you're driving a lot, you have to fuel up a lot. I still, it's a fun joke. There's Pat right there, just opening up the Cahill farm. It's a steep, narrow thing. Trying this right here, it's kind of a narrow gate hole. We can't get anything in here except for this quad and for the wagon, so what we're doing. Ryan's dumping on me. Just about full. Little too much this way, gotta go that way. I just love all this big old truck dumps. Wet leg on, light on. Those two start coming on, and truck dump. Put my little splash guard. There we go. Just got filled up one more time from Brian. This is a tight driveway that I really gotta crank it, and hopefully I don't hit the thing. Wow, that was close. That was like really close, like stupid close. Head back to the farm and dump. Helps if I turn my lights on. I swear to you guys, half our harvest goes on at night because we can't get started till like noon, 1 o'clock because Pat's gotta run around and do something. We gotta do cattle, whatever the heck else. Raising the box up. Just got a lever right here you guys can't see with the blinking light. All right, my last one unloaded for the day. I'm gonna take this back, set it up there. This and the grain cart will hold the rest of that field. And Renee's gonna come pick me up. Well, they knocked out the top of the hill and now they just got the bottom of the hill. That won't take them long, probably another 45 minutes and then they'll be done. There's my ride. See you guys tomorrow. Those guys, not you, on camera. Alrighty guys, it is 8:40. We've been going hard this week, especially. Like it's definitely winding down, getting towards the end of the season, and we're starting to drag. It's 8:45 and I am beat, but I'm gonna clock out and head home. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Hartung Family Farms, and of course, guys, as always, ta-ta for now.